This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by Jessie Vargas here in Las Vegas. It's been ages, Jessie. Last time I saw you was that interview we did about 5 AM after Ruiz Joshua. So much has happened in boxing since then. How have you been?
Well, I mean, I've been well, but just to begin with that night, oh my God, man, it was quite the surprise to begin with. And of course, a great night of boxing, and we've had a lot of great nights recently. It's been Josh Taylor, Regis Progress, most recent, Jose Ramirez, Maurice Hooker, Bosdik, and Bertha BF. Man, I mean, boxing is doing extremely well. There's a lot of action, and thanks to all the fans that tune in to all the fights from, England, Mexico, wherever it is that they tune in from, but they're all, tuned in to watching each and every fight, and we truly appreciate the love for the sport that they have and how passionate they have become. This fight here, we have another one this weekend. It'll be Canelo versus Kovalev. I think it's going to be a great showdown. It's going to be on the Zone in the UK, I believe, on Sky Sports. So, I mean, it's going to be a show that you don't want to miss. Of course, I'm going to be fighting in December, God willing. I just spoke with Eddie Hearn, and he tells me that, he's working on a big showdown in December, maybe December 14th, maybe December 21st. So we have a few things that are being negotiated at the current time. Hopefully we get to finalize something real soon, because I can't wait. I can't wait to be inside that ring and give my fans another great performance. As they all know, I always come to give it my all, and I give them the best that I can possibly give them.
You need to become a promoter one day when you're done fighting, because, boy, you could talk, Jessie.
Well, I mean, you know what? I've been working with the Zone for quite some time now, and I've gained some experience on, I guess, in front of the mic. I mean, my passion for the sport is being a fighter, but of course I'm also a realist, and I like to acknowledge what's going on in the sport, and I respect each and every fighter that does this. So I just speak the truth, and I speak what's on my mind. I guess I'm pretty free-minded, right?
Would you wipe Eddie out the game if you came into the promotional circuit?
Well, Eddie's doing a tremendous job. He is my promoter, keep in mind. And he's doing a fantastic job worldwide, taking fights to Italy, the UK, the US, Mexico, and so on. And
Saudi.
Saudi now, exactly. So, I congratulate him, commend him on all his work. And who knows, man? I mean, along the line, maybe I can get into the promoter side of the business. But as for now, I'm looking to become a 3-division world champion. I'm working very hard to accomplish it. And, of course, always giving my fans the best that I possibly can, and always making sure that I get better in each and every fight. And I just hope that you tune in to watch it. Remember, on the Zone. And I thank you for all the support you always give me. And, thank you for all the love on social media. Follow me on Instagram, Jessie Vargas _, Twitter, and Facebook, whatever you have. And like I said, we appreciate all the support. But dang, I'm excited for this fight, Canelo-Kovalev. I think it's going to be a big showdown. And we have a lot of things coming in the boxing world. We also have Nonito Donaire versus Inoue. If you want to know about a good fight, you ask me, I'll let you know. We have a lot of good showdowns, and remember, can't forget about your friend, your boy Jessie Vargas.
This is why I love talking to you, because you're probably the best fighter to ask about different fights in any weight category. You really do love the sport, don't you?
I am really entertained by it. Keep in mind, I have a lot of passion for it. I like to do my homework. I always find ways to get better, and in order for you to get better in anything you do, not just boxing, it can be any sport, any career, you have to do your homework. You have to be passionate for it. You have to be interested. And I try to look at other videos and see maybe something that I haven't seen before, maybe not pay attention to it. So, that helps. I guess that helps in the sport. And I'm just a realist. I guess people have respected due to the fact that they're real with their opinions. I've always been real with what I say. Sometimes the promoters might not like it, the manager might not like it, the fans sometimes aren't too happy because maybe I said my opinion about certain fighters and they might see it different, which I totally respect. Everyone has their own opinion, but I give my opinions, and I hope that everyone will respect it.
Okay, in terms of you, there was rumours going around that you would be on the Saudi Arabia card December 7th against Liam Smith. Can you explain what happened with that? That was obviously not the case anymore.
You know what? I heard about December 7th. I knew that it was a possibility because Eddie had told me, but he told me, listen, we have a few options on the table for you, so I don't want to rule out an opponent just yet. Let me work on something, and that's what he's doing. He's working on his don't quote me, because word for word it wasn't. I'm just putting it in my words, what basically I got from Eddie. And he's working on something right now, and I hope that he can finalize something real soon. He knows that I'm willing to fight anyone. So now, December 7th, I'm not sure if that's still very much likely. I think that it's more like December 14th, December 20th. And, I mean, it's just enough time for me to get prepared. I mean, I was negotiating a fight against Jaime Munguia, and I was preparing for that fight in July, which I was supposed to fight him in September 14th. And unfortunately, they didn't want to take the fight. It didn't matter to me. I said, all right, just give me another fight. Then we were trying to get one in October. Well, I was hoping for one in October. They never told me about October. I was hoping, so I just maintained in training. And then I took a couple weeks off after Eddie tells me, you know what, we're going to move over to December, make a fight there. So I've been training ever since July, and I haven't stopped. And I'm just pursuing my dreams, which is to become a 3-division world champion. And I hope that you, enjoy my next fight. Thank you for all the support, worldwide, no matter where you're at, Argentina, Mexico, the UK. We come here to give you the best we can, and I hope that you enjoy each and every fight that you tune in to watch.
That Jaime Munguia fight would have been absolutely huge. Can you tell us what happened with that? Why didn't it happen?
Of course. When it came to Jaime Munguia, we were all on board. Unfortunately, I believe, okay, if I have the facts right, which I do, but if you want to know about it, the way the negotiations went for that fight was I was just moving up to 154 pounds. As you know, I became champion at 47, and now I'm going to my third at 54. Well, he wanted to fight at 56, and that wouldn't be for a title, so it didn't make any sense. And for that reason, I said, well, it doesn't make any sense, Eddie. I mean, I want to become a champion. I want to fight for the title, so let's make the fight at 54. He is the world champion at 154 pounds. Why would I fight him at 56? And we talked about it, and they came back and they said, well, we can't make 54. All right, well, I guess the fight doesn't happen then. That was just their, but it was a way of them trying to just move things around. And he comes back to fight Alote, I believe that's his last name, and he beat him. And they fought at 154 pounds in September, the day that we were negotiating for. So it didn't make any sense for the title. And he is remaining champion at the moment. He still carries the WBO title, so it was just odd for me for why he would ask for 56 and then come back and fight Alote at 54. But listen, I mean, we're fighters. I'm a fighter, so I'll just continue to move forward. And there's plenty of names on the list that Eddie can pick through to make a fight happen. The bigger the name, the more known he is, the more recognized he is worldwide, the better. And if he has a world title, even better for me, because that's my goal, to become a 3-division world champion. So I want to fight for another title.
Okay. These guys don't hold titles, but would you be willing to travel to the UK for either Liam Smith or Kell Brook?
Sure. I mean, I actually saw Liam at the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Reid show, and we spoke briefly, just said hello, and I mean, we fight with respect to one another. But when it came to our conversation, we basically talked about how a fight between him and I could happen. I said, sure. I mean, it'd make for a great fight. That we did both acknowledge, actually. It'd make for a great fight, and he's a all-action type fighter. He lets his punches go, and he likes to be aggressive. He fought Canelo, and he fought Munguia, and he was a former world champion. He was the WBO world champion, I believe.
Yes. So,
I mean, that'd be a fight that gains interest. Also, Kell Brook, I think that's another fight that can be made. I mean, we were negotiating a while back in 2016 to try and make that fight happen. Unfortunately, something happened there to derail those plans, and I ended up fighting Pacquiao. He ended up fighting Triple G. That's another fight that can still be made. And these are fights that the fans would actually gain a lot of interest in watching the fight. And for that reason, I think we can make it happen. But like I said, it's all. I'm not a promoter. I leave that to my promoter, Eddie Hearn, and he's the one that will negotiate and find out if that's a good idea. And if he wants to make the fight happen, well, I'm all for it.
Well, we know you're probably going to be out in December, see what happens in terms of your opponent and what card you land on. And then I'm sure 2020, it's just going to be either world title fights or big names for you, Jesse.
Yes, sir. God willing, that's the plan. I can't wait. First of all, I need to shine December. And after that, once I shine there, we look forward to coming right back in early next year. 2020 has to be a big year for me. That's the year that I plan to become a world champion. And I'm giving it my all, giving my best. And all the viewers, no matter what you're doing, no matter what career you're pursuing, always try and be the best. Always stay focused, determined, be willing to make sacrifices, be willing to, really dig deep and get out of your comfort zone sometimes to accomplish what you want.
Jesse, just the last one. We are here for Canelo-Kovalev. Not long to go now, just over 24 hours. What do you make of the fight? Give me a case for Kovalev, why he comes out on top tomorrow night.
It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. I mean, I would say that, you know, for both of them to come out with the victory, they have to have a great game plan and they have to execute it to perfection from beginning to end. Never slow down, because in a championship fight like that, you have to keep the rhythm high. And Kovalev does have a weight advantage, but Canelo has a lot of talent. He has a lot of skill, a lot of attributes that can complicate things for Kovalev. It's just, man, one punch can change the fight. So I'm not picking a winner. And what each fighter has to do is just have a great game plan, I'd say, because Kovalev has to maintain Canelo at bay, at distance, not let him in, and then whenever he's in short distance, he needs to tie him up, not let him work. And what Canelo has to do is just work the inside, work the middle distance, work the inside, you know, the big body shots, and then end up coming up with the big head shots. Hopefully he did his homework for his sake. That way he can see what errors Kovalev commits. But keep in mind that Kovalev has a new trainer with him. He's been working with him for 2 fights now, I believe, yes. Buddy McGirt, and he's a tremendous trainer. He's one of the best out there, I will say that. And Canelo has Eddie Reynoso, who has shown and proved that he's also one of the good trainers out there.
Kovalev, someone obviously had notable losses, 2 to Andre Ward, a recent one to Alvarez as well. So you've had that as well with Manny Pacquiao, Timothy Bradley. What did you learn from them fights, and how's it shaped you into the fight you are today?
I don't want to sound sour, but I feel like I only have one defeat, and that's against Manny Pacquiao, which was a great fight. The Bradley fight, I remember the way it finished, and I had him basically knocked out, and the referee stops the fight with 8-9 seconds to go, and I'm celebrating, thinking that, you know, well, apparently he stopped the fight, and he waved the fight out with 8-9 seconds remaining, and I'm celebrating. He comes back a few minutes later, after everyone's in the ring, and says, "Oh, I thought I heard the bell." "What do you mean you thought you heard the bell? You waved the fight off right when I hit him with that punch, and I was going on the attack." But anyways, that's another subject. Now, as for when a fighter, you know, has good experiences, tough experiences, you can either learn from it, become better, or you can stay in that same position. And fortunately for Kovalev, he's become a better fighter from those experiences, and I think it's shown. You know, it's very obvious. Him working with Buddy McGirt, they are a great matchup together, and they're looking forward to coming through victorious to this fight.
Well, Jessie Vargas, I think we could stand here all day and talk boxing, but I'll let you go now. I know you've got a busy day ahead, so thank you very much for your time on IFL TV. Do you want to give a quick message to your UK fans?
Of course. Well, thank you for all the support. I know how passionate the UK fans are, so you know, hope that you enjoy this boxing year, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Have a safe one.
Top man, Jessie. Thank you very much.